Greetings and salutations, Twitterverse. I have a bet that you know, they always say picture everyone naked. You know, I know how it feels.
You're naked.
I hate to wait. I mean, can you wait for me just for just a second? Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. My name is Marcus, and my talk is on the wisdom of craft. And many years ago, I was drinking Elliot's Amazing Apple Juice, and underneath the cap, I found something I thought was kind of interesting for wanting to move work into craft. And underneath it, it said, if one is master of one thing and one understands one thing well, one at the same time has insight into an understanding in many things. Essentially, if you know and explore one aspect of your work, it'll give you insight into a bigger, broader world, which I kind of like. I kind of like the idea of taking work into craft. And so I started to explore this, and I wanted to find what the principles were for craftsmanship versus work. If in the story of the three bricklayers you can have perspective in your work, is a beginning place to understand the value that you bring to work. That mastery is important in understanding that you actually bring something to work that you do. So part of this mastery is respect, and this respect is very important. This respect includes you being able to understand that expertise, that insight doesn't necessarily mean expertise. Just like I'm not an expert in doing Ignite presentations.
You're good though.
One of the you might be an expert at boning a duck, but you might be but I don't necessarily want you to do my surgeries for me. You might be a great doctor, but I don't necessarily want you designing my websites or doing my videos. So what is the key to mastering craft? Learning how to wait. Wait is the key element. And you say, I wait all the time. What are you talking about? Wait. Well, many of us don't know how to wait. This is typically how we wait. We wait all misshapen and contorted. Do you remember the slides in the beginning? How just the sight of that dialogue box of having to wait brought in some kind of a pain? Why? Because we think wait is stop. Wait is not stop. Wait is not passive, it is active. From the old German word warten, to watch, wait is an opportunity to wait for a rhythm. Luigi Di Laurentiis, 40-year master mason, he understands the rhythm of his craft. He knows how to wait. He knows if he places blocks on top of one another, too quickly it might compromise the mortar and the structure. To watch Louis in action, you might think that he's not pausing or stopping, but he understands his rhythm. Unless you think that wait means going slow, let's take a look at football, where you may think that any type of hesitation would be a bad thing. But often you will hear play-by-play announcers talk about runners that know how to wait for their blockers to open up a lane. And the wise elite runner knows to wait and watch for the moment to act and succeed. Cultivating this waiting is something that many institutions, both secular and religious, can help and teach you. One of my favorites is baseball, and I'm not sure if that fits under secular or religious. Some of you that know me might say one or the other. Like the gardener that knows how to wait for a particular place in cultivation, you can invite waiting into your lives. Know how to find that rhythm within your work. Work is not a bad thing. It can be elevated into craft. And at two places in Portland, 11th and Hawthorne, 52nd Division, there are wait signs. Half a century ago, waiting at intersections was considered okay. And remember, with every wait, there's an and. and whatever you decide you want to do. You get to fill in the blank. Thank you very much for your time, and wait for your next speaker.